Hi, this is Jerry King, and I am back with another segment. It's been some time since I put up a video, but I thought I wanted to do a video that's more basic so that people will understand uh, the characters in the four pillars of destiny. Basically, today the focus is more on the specific characters of the stems and the branches, and why we should actually try to understand how to write it through the computer as well, because sometimes when you're writing report or if you're trying to learn a different language, you have to be able to type at least some of these characters, right? So this is actually, I'm trying to do this video for both people who are new and people who have been in this field for a long time that don't speak Chinese. This might be a good way for you to add more to your report rather than just randomly copying and pasting symbols or scrambling for symbols. Um, so basically, what I want to start with is if you're using Windows, it's very easy to, first of all, we have to get the setup done properly where we go to settings. So I just came here, clicked on settings, and then this came out. One thing we want to look at is the time and language. And I don't want to click on it too quickly. So basically here, time and language, depending on what version of Windows you have. And then there's a language button here. And what you want to do is you want to click add language and basically Chinese, you search that. So you can search traditional, blah, 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 whatever. But what I want to use, there's also like speech recognition and all kinds of other interesting gadgets that you can add there. But what I have here is I clicked on this. So, and then what happens is you click next, 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 and then basically installs this, what we call the simplified Chinese. It also has speech recognition that got installed, but I'm not going to talk about the speech recognition stuff. So, once you have this installed, you can click on Chinese Pinyin. And what we want to do here, what I want to explain to you is how do we type these the 12 branches in Four Pillars of Destiny. Some of you might already know this. I'm not sure if you're going to gain more information or not, but if you feel free to carry on watching this. So if I click on text, you can use Word, Notepad, whatever. And what I did was, okay, so English would be whatever, right? Call it the rat, right? And if I want to change this font size, it's a bit too big. So if I have the rat here, and then if I go here, the pinyin is Z-I. And then you can also choose, like, I can scroll further and, oh, here's my symbol here, right? So what I do is I click one. So that's the symbol of the rat, okay? Very simple, the pinyin. Oh, I should have actually put here the pinyin so that you will know. Okay, 子. And the next one is we have 直筹. Chou is the ox, right? Ox. And then what I have here is I just come back here. Chou. I have to change it to English again. This is the annoying part. Chou. And then I got tiger. Tiger, and then you go yin. So it's easier for you in the future if you want to like write Chinese on the for the characters themselves. So I'm just going to try and finish this off for you so you can actually use this in the future for your consultations, right? Mao, that would be M-A-O, M-A-O. And then we got dragon. Uh, Here you go. Dragon is Chen, right? Chen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you got your snake. Snake is Si. So basically, I have to click back and forth, English, Chinese, depending on what I want here. So right now I have 6 characters. I mean, the 6 characters out of the 12 animals. Just gonna type on this side now just to make it look easier for you. So the next character would be the horse, which is your Wu, right? Reason why I'm doing this is because I've been asked many times, why don't you do something that is um, more introductory? And this is probably more introductory, which also covers this is almost like a language course that I'm trying to put together, it seems like. But anyhow, here's the monkey. Monkey is Shen, right? Shen. And then you got Shen here. We're almost done, so please hang around and stop clicking away while I'm typing. Yo. Okay, that's the rooster. And then we got the dog. Xu. And then I got the pig, which is the high. So if you can follow along and practice, what happened here? Something went wrong. But there you go. This dog and then your shoe. That was odd. Thought it just wiped everything out here. Let me just click on that and then we'll just click one more and then the pig. Hi. Okay. So we are done here. So these are the characters. Obviously there's accents involved in these, like the tones, like in Mandarin, they have tones, the up tone, the curvy tone, and then the down tone as well. But I'm just gonna keep it simple. So anytime you want to use the Chinese application to write these symbols, it's very simple. You just turn this on and then you just switch to from English to Chinese, Chinese to English. I'm sure you've seen me do it many times in my YouTube videos. One other thing we want to cover is the stems as well. So you got your what we call the jia yi bing ding. So we'll just it's yang wood, right? So we go jia yi bing ding wu ji gang xin ren wei. So this is basically the English version, but now we have to add the Chinese version, which is your jia yi uh yi ding 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 wu. No, not that wu. So you could see here there's 2 wus. You just gotta choose the right one, the wu earth, and then the qi gang xin ren gui. So somehow that cut me off. I gotta expand this so that we can actually see all of it. Not sure what happened here, but there you go. So basically these are the symbols, okay? So you got your jia, yi, bing, ding, wu, ji, gang, xin, ren, gui. So these are basically your stems and these are your branches. So it's not that difficult in terms of learning the Chinese characters. And basically, like if you don't know how to write, you can learn the strokes. The strokes are very important um for Chinese masters, so the writing of the strokes of each of the Chinese words. So I'm gonna try and okay, I'm gonna write something here with a pencil. So I've seen people who use the wrong strokes. So like for example, if you've grown up as a Chinese, and you study Chinese, the strokes, you know which way, which direction the strokes go, right? So for example, Ren, let's just use something simple. Well, this one's not thick enough. Let's just thicken the line here. So Ren is supposed to be written that way. These are the strokes, right? But then I've seen people who just they just go like this, 1, 2, 3, right? The strokes are incorrect for this one, whereas this one is correct. It's supposed to be coming down here, here. Sometimes people would do that, or you can also do this, right? Depending on how you learned your strokes, right? But you don't do this. You don't go like that. That is completely wrong, right? So that's just an example of how we write Chinese. I've also seen people write, for example, this shen here. I've seen people go like this, right? It's not completely wrong, right? But then the ideal way of doing it is to go like this, right? And then you go that, and that, and then that. But strokes are like a very touchy subject. I mean, like the G, obviously you go like that, and then you go like that. This is the correct way of doing it. You don't go like this, right? That's not correct way of doing it. However, it does not really matter at the end if your client is sitting there not watching and not caring. It doesn't matter if you just go like that, right? On the G earth. But obviously, like if I'm writing, like I just go like that. It's just natural for me to do it because I've been doing it for like so many years. The same with the cho, right? I've seen people go like this first. They go like that, and then they go like that, and then they go like that, right? That's completely wrong. The Chinese way of doing is this, this, and then this, stroke like that. So I'm turning this almost into a Chinese lesson, which is fine because this is more of an introductory kind of a video that I want to put together. So basically, let's say if I'm a Chinese, I go to you and you're a Caucasian. And if you are writing, if you're handwriting the Chinese characters, I can tell whether you wrote it right or wrong, right? Like the Wu, like the horse right there, the correct stroke is like that. It's very simple, right? You don't go like this. Like you don't go like that. That's wrong, right? And this shu is also a difficult one to write. So the strokes, the ideal strokes is to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some people go down here for some people, but ideally I go like that. It's like writing 我. This means me, right? So basically there's a stroke pattern where you will go like that and then that, right? So if people want to correct me or say some Chinese viewers here want to say, oh, that's not how I write it. That's how well, maybe you were taught differently. I was taught, but most people in general, I'd say 95% of the people, for example, if they see that shu, they would go like that. That's the correct way, right? So, yeah, like the Chinese stroke, the characters, you really have to be smart about it if you are going to demo or if you are going to consult with people. It's smarter to maybe just avoid completely. Just try and erase this. Right. I'll show you another one that's difficult that you might have problems with. Let me just erase this. So obviously you want to see all of them, right? I don't want to go through every single characters. Might tune you guys off. One more is the yo, right? I've seen people do weird things with the yo, but the ideal way to write the yo is one line here, one line here, one line here, one line. Sometimes they go like that, and then I'll go that, boom, and boom, right? That's how you do it. But I've seen people where they just go like that, or draw a square here, 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 and there, which is wrong. However, it does not matter. At the end of the day, they see the character, you see the character. That's all that matters, right? However, like Chinese person like me, it's picky. I just look at people write it and I go, well, why are you writing that character like that? Anyhow, one more thing I want to talk about is yeah, the elements. So basically you got your 火, fire, 水, so that's how you write water, 水, 金木水火土. Let's just talk about, okay, let's just have this metal or gold. In Chinese, this means gold. 金, wood is easy, you just go like this, this. It's so hard to do it on a paint. But anyways, 土 is easy, right? So basically here you go, and then basically I'm just gonna write here with fire, water, metal, call it gold there in direct translation, your wood and your earth. All right. So basically that's it. I'm just gonna make sure that line touches there. Some people might be picky. Yeah, that's it in terms of the 4 pillars of destiny, Chinese characters. I'm not gonna talk about hidden branches, I mean hidden elements in the branches or whatever. But yeah, that's a little bit more detail. Basically, these are the characters. So if you need to type, remember, you click here, click the Chinese pinyin. It's got pinyin. And you just type 子丑寅卯辰巳午未申酉戌亥. And then you got your 甲乙丙丁, blah, blah, blah. And then these are your stems. Those are your branches. And these are basically it. These are the symbols in the 4 pillars of destiny. If you memorize all 22 symbols, so you got your 10 stems, 12 branches, you're pretty much set. Another thing is you got your yang yin, yang yin. So it starts yang yin, yang yin, yang yin, yang yin, yang yin. And you can also think about it this way: yang yin, yang yin, yang yin, yang yin. So one more thing. I didn't want to go too long with this. So the jia, always go with the yang. There is no such thing as you never see a yi. You never see that. Never, right? You never see that before. That this one never occurs, right? Because that's a yin and that's a yang. If you do the order it's almost like alphabetically speaking. The next one obviously is yi cho, right? So that's the next symbol in line. And then you just carry on. And then once you reach the end here, the high would be gui, high. And then you start a new cycle after that, right? And then it goes jia. Where is it? No, wait a minute. There's 10. My mistake. Xin, xin hai. Xin hai. 甲乙丙丁戊己庚辛壬癸wait a minute. 甲乙丙丁戊己庚辛壬癸 and then 甲戌. Oh, my mistake. Yeah, 甲 and then yi. Yeah, because there's 12 symbols. My stupidity. Anyways, you get the picture. So the next thing in line would be the 甲戌, right? And you carry on and blah blah blah, and then you get your next cycle. Some call it the sexagenary cycle, the 660 家子. But we'll talk about those in the future more. If you're studying Qimen Dunjia, you also need to know these cycles as well, and Da Liu Ren as well. So basically, these symbols cover quite a lot, and these are the characters in the 4 pillars of destiny. All right, so a more introductory class today, or video, I should say. Next time, I'm gonna talk about something more advanced. I guess I'll mix and match. Sometimes I'll talk about beginners stuff, and then sometimes I'll mix it in with some advanced materials as well. So you guys can actually take away something from each video. So that's all I have for today. I'll try and make more videos. It's summertime, so I'm trying to balance things out to enjoy life, enjoy the sun, and also do work at the same time. So I'll see you guys next time. If you like the video, just hit the like button and feel free to subscribe to my channel for more videos for future alerts and videos. All right, thanks a lot.